So let me ask y'all this. Do you think Noah Lyles is marketable?
To a point.
What we pausing for?
Yeah. We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.
Yo, let's start it.
Big up the one named Don Harper, yo. Join the show.
I
Respect.
think I just throw it in there like,
Respect. Yeah.
Can we say how amazing she looks?
Amazing.
I will
Big
say,
you up.
Look at the Colgate smile.
What? Did you see it, Colgate?
The AirPods match the teeth.
I'm done. But I will say this. I have always said, I just don't want to be an athlete where you see me now and you're like, she used to run. I just don't want to be that person. That's when you said, Hanson, like, you still do workouts? Yes, sir. Because you will not look at me and be like, that was...
She said spikes, though.
You wear the bouncies or you wear the old joints?
Hey, I put on the bouncies for the first time. Hey, I'm 11'9". I'm 11'9" all day. I'm 11'9" all day.
That's what I like.
Yeah, these young cats hate to hear that, yo.
It's definitely different. I understand now because I told you Nike sent me them shoes a while ago. Never tried it. For years I had them. As I walked onto the track, the first time my feet hit the track, I literally said, there's no way. My brain about exploded. From my recollection, we had to create whatever force was like, whatever we put into the track, that's not what you was getting back. We did have an advantage from before. Like Gail, I had different spikes than Gail Devers. But now they absolutely have a different perspective and a different shoe propelling them down the track from what we have. It's different.
Would you have liked to compete in Grand Slam? What was your 100 like?
I'm there all day. First of all, I don't listen. I'm a closer. So I don't care what start you got on me. I don't care. That's so cute. That's so nice. But the way I'm coming that second half of that race, I snatched so many dreams. That was just the fun part for me. So yeah, I'm doing it. Honey, I'm probably, that's where I'm struggling a little bit. So I got to make sure I win them 100 hurdles every single time. I'm probably like 11-2, 11-3. If I'm just like,
you're in the mix. That's a top three. I want to be top 3 in the one.
You're top 3 or top 4 in that one. That
and then winning the hurdles probably.
That could get you a slam, yeah.
I'm walking away with 6 figures.
What do you think about raising the women's hurdles?
Okay, so again, every time we talk about certain things, I got to stretch.
Why you stretch?
Because it's real. I'm not against it because you do get to a point where you see some of the women, it's like, oh, okay, you just fast, got it. Because your technique is horrendous. Like you can get away with so much more in the women's hurdles. Although if you touch one of our hurdles, it's over. For the men, you know what I mean? They kind of get away. They lay it down and they kind of just step through it. But yeah, I don't think that's crazy. You force women to be technically sound instead of just, oh, I'm fast and I can beat them to the first hurdle and then hold on. So I'm not against it.
Yeah, because what I'm noticing is the women are just improving their sprinting now. Especially if you're the right size. You can be sprinting, and if you got that knee lift, your motion into the hurdle is pretty much complete when you're going into your lead leg. Because you're already up there. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I get what you're trying to say. You're saying because they have a good knee lift, then they're going to be in the proper position for the
face you're
hurdle.
giving me is like I said something stupid, though.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know if
low key, high key.
Right, that's the face. The face I'm getting is
because it's still just so much more to it than that. Obviously, I mean, it's the angle of your chest where that is. Obviously, the hip. And then the foot position, because you can have your hips in the right position, but if you don't make that 8th step into it properly, then who cares if your knee lift was nice? You're not in the proper position and you're not propelling yourself over the first hurdle to be able to cut down properly with the lead leg. So it can be a hindrance to have such good knee lift.
Is there a sweet spot height-wise for female hurdlers?
Yes and no, because you can be taller, but if you know how to shuffle, let me be tall. Let me feel like these are little baby hurdles and I'm just stepping over. But like, let me be short like a Megan Tapper. But she runs with a very good open stride. And she runs some really nice times. You got to know how to adjust that with your coach. So it's a lot of different things I think that go into it. That's why some people tell athletes like, oh, you're short, you shouldn't be a hurdler. Where her hip height at? Stop cutting her dreams down. You don't know. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Some hurdle education was necessary for me.
For me too.
I thought I knew a lot about hurdles. I still think I do, but when you talk to a hurdler, you realize that you don't know as much.
I don't know a thing.
Which is why we get people like Don Harper on the show.
Don, what's your analysis on Akira, new gen?
I love to see her run, especially now understanding that she's pretty much approaching these jokers with like some 11:0 speed.
Yeah.
Like everyone has to understand, we 1000% are trying to approach this first hurdle with everything we have. Like I'm not trying to hold back. If I hold back, they gone. So she's coming with 11:0 saying, I need to bury my knee to my chest and pray to God I made it. Every time, like over and over, like that's in essence, that's what you're doing. And even when you reach top speed, you're still trying to find a way to get faster, faster, faster. 11:0 is insane to shuffle in between. That is why I think she'll often sometimes find herself in trouble when she hit her hurdles. It is
too much speed.
It's disastrous because you clip that at 11:0 with that heel or a trail leg, there's no recovery. You know, some people, there's no recovering from 11:0 speed. There is not one thing about any particular hurdle where I'm like, that's it. They got it every time. As you've seen it, it's been a new winner every single time except for indoors with Masai. She's starting to figure it out. And when the confidence is there and she has that 400 hurdle background, she's going to be the one that's going to have a good start and a good close. But then you got Sha'Carri Nugent with the 11 speed. And it's like, if she shuffles it right, Masai, can you hang on to an 11:0 speed when we saw you in Grand Slam and you was around, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. So that's why I'm saying no one has that one thing where it's like, they got all of them.
You know what I like about them too? The Jamaica-USA rivalry, one. For two, they were rivals in college.
Yeah.
But in college, Masai was always the favorite, but Sha'Carri would always come through and win NCs, right? No. So there was that, you know, you always have a chip on your shoulder when someone's getting hyped when you know you're better than them.
Yes.
So I think that she always had that. And they don't follow each other on Instagram. I had to look at that because I was already looking at it because I'm like, do they actually get along?
You're being a diva. You're being a diva for that.
No. I was like, do they get along? Yo, I had to look. I rarely look at stuff like this, you know, but I was like, let me look because I'm interested in their rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's telling, dog.
And I think it's probably based upon respect. But to your point, do you want to see your closest rival every day and see what they're doing? No,
but that's what I love, though. So that's why I love the rivalry.
It's genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't got to be friends, yo. I'm tired of this buddy business, yo. Pause.
I'm not following none of y'all. So miss me with that.
Thank you.
Look, I just started following Sally Pearson.
Yo, that's real. That's real. That's cold rivalry.
That's what I missed, though, dog.
I can tell doing one races in the cool room.
Yo, trust me. I would like to see that in the car room, yo.
That's what I do. That's how I beat so many people. In the warm-up area, chicks would be watching, I'd be like, she beat.
Yo, play some bullet for that, brother. Play some bullet for that, brother. No.
Question, Don. If you're supposed to pick a shuttle hurdle mixed race, 2 men, 2 female, all times, who would it be?
All time. Can you keep it current? Because all time is
No,
crazy.
all time. Sorry, no easy.
Can we go from the era that
I'm gonna give you both. All time and current.
Y'all stressing me out. I ain't come here for this. I knew y'all was gonna do this.
And guess what? You're the coach.
So wait, Dawn can't run?
She's a coach.
Wait, she can put herself on there.
Bros, my question, my rules.
She's a player coach. She's a player coach.
Rules.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not on it. Ooh wee! Oh my gosh, man, y'all trying to get me canceled? I ain't even like that.
No, I cancel. You're an Olympic gold medalist. So who's gonna cancel you?
Yes, I am.
Remind them just in case they didn't know.
What, you talking about that gold and that silver, that world champ silver bronze? You talking about that? Oh, okay, it's fine.
Let's not shortcut it.
4-time Diamond League champion. Anybody
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. Okay. So I'm struggling between, for my first person, is gonna be Michelle Perry or Gail Devers. Michelle Perry. She gonna close. So she might even be anchored. Like because I don't care where we at. Michelle is like, I'll walk down Grand Holloway if I got to. Like that's her mindset. Okay.
I know Grant's gonna something to say about that.
I know, right?
No. Grant Holloway's gonna kick it off. Like that start.
Grant's going first.
I can't. Like that would be ridiculous to have because what he's gonna do is he gonna stun everybody so much they're gonna be like, what are we supposed to do? They got 3 more of these. You know what I'm saying? And that's I need to think about
the
that.
Side kill. You got the psychological battle one.
Going on.
Take a stance.
Am I doing God, y'all tripping.
What happened to the world record holder, Toby? Like we forgetting Toby.
So listen, are we saying at the height of, and the reason why I say that is you see I said Michelle Perry, and I'm telling you, Michelle Perry doesn't have a faster PR than a Tia Jones or a Gail Devers and all that. But up here, like she'll pull out whatever needs to win. That's what I'm saying. Like, are we talking about at the height of, or are we just talking about who they are in hurdling? Because I'm putting them two together. I need that mental.
This is your team. You're the coach. You're the architect. You're the general manager. Whatever you choose to do.
That's why I'm explaining why Michelle Perry's on there.
Okay.
Because Michelle Perry gonna walk down anything. I'm telling you, if she said I got to race Grant, she's like, he probably break at this hurdle. So I'm that's just how she thinks.
Right.
I need a believer because who knows? Somebody could clip a hurdle. I need a believer. I don't need nobody. Oh my God, I ran from the front. I don't do that.
Right.
So yeah, so Grant kicked it off. Michelle. Y'all stressing. Y'all about to
rule check. Does it go guy, girl, male, female?
Oh, no,
male,
this
female?
is mine.
No, I'm just saying in general, the rules. The rules. Is it standard to have it a certain order, or can you mix it up however you want?
Yeah, it is because Otto was talking about this in an interview that he did. He was saying that he doesn't like that they tell you like it has to start with like men and women. He was like, let it be a free for all, so we could see how. You remember how Michael Cherry walked down that
Polish woman? I think she was Polish, right?
Flew past. That was beautiful. Because
but now that I think about it, the hurdle setup would be messed up.
Oh,
it would have to go back forth because they have to go back between lanes.
Yeah.
Okay, for shuttle hurdles, it would have to be like this, but in the open, you should be allowed to mix it up. Anyways, I'm not letting you off the hook. Last two legs.
I'm really hoping that you would. I need us all to have ADD and just forget what we just talked about.
No, we're not forgetting this.
Not me.
Not me. Okay, then my last two. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I can't do this. Okay, I'm Alan Johnson on there. Like Alan.
That's a good pick. It's a very good
Stop playing
pick.
with me.
It's a very good
Stop
pick.
playing.
Cold.
And then I'm like, am I going to a newbie? Like, is it Masai?
What's the world record right now?
12-1.
Is it 12-12?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Masai right now. She just ran over there 12-17, American record. Masai on there.
That's a nice team.
It is. And I know if I had more time, I would say somebody else. But go ahead. I'm happy this is over. Stressful. I shouldn't have signed up for this.
We're gonna move along.
Okay.
We're gonna move along.
So let me ask y'all this: do you think Noah Lyles is marketable?
To a point.
What we pausing for?
It's okay.
I can say for Noah to get in the eyes of people, he has to be pushed by his company first. If Adidas running doesn't fight for Noah, how can Noah fight for himself to Adidas, the bigger heads? Because they got to put him in a position to be popular for the sport, for the brand, for them to take it up. It's hard for Noah to fight for himself when the shoe company who's sponsored to don't fight for him within the company. How the hell am I going to the Adidas store in his hometown? Well, he's training in hometown, and I don't see one Adidas thing in the store with him. I'm seeing all these influencer girls, and I'm seeing Messi. I'm seeing that. So it's hard for him to take that conversation to them. When Adidas running sit at the table with all the other sports, they're bringing nothing. I said to you guys, and I said again, Tiffany Haddish is not funny, but they push her so much, she seems funny. They do not put Noah in the places to be relevant.
He's kind of creating his own hype, right?
He is. So to your point, Don, yes, he's marketable, but it's layered, right? As far as the root of what you need to be marketable, he has it.
I think the part that also like sucks for me whenever to just be honest, anytime I hear Noah talk is, it's just not a lie. But then when you're not respected and kind of put it on the pedestal like you're supposed to be, you got people talking about you ain't marketable because your braids is raggedy and your blah, 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 blah. Like,
cut them little braids off.
He went in and I'm like, on some braids? I'm like, what is happening there? We got somebody to
understand the culture of Cameron show. That's what it is.
Killer. I got 4 shoes.
What Cameron said was funny though.
Cameron made a good point, man.
He made a few good points, but he made a few dumb points too.
I wish Maze was there because Maze will probably give him like the balance to that interview. But he was just by himself with them. 2 girls just gassing him up. She Googled and it's probably 2 million. She's like, he's not worth that.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
She said he's a little Gen Zer who makes his living popping. I wrote it down. Who makes his living popping off on the internet. Hey, listen, she cursed with it. She was like, I want to wear his shoe, blah, blah, blah. I want to be like, did you buy Ant shoe though? Like, what NBA player shoe do you have? Don't make it seem like NBA shoe just be on everybody's feet.
I have a question. She said, we're not wearing your shoe, Noah Lyles. Who is we? Who is we?
I didn't even know that Cameron had 4 shoes.
I didn't know that. I don't know that either.
So my issue is people make it seem like just because if I was to ask you, hey Warren, do you know this person? They'd be like, nah, see, they ain't famous. Miss me with that. Who's the top country singer? Who's the, you know what I'm saying, the top poker player? You don't know these people.
Bunch of things we don't know, but they have an audience.
That don't mean they're not famous.
Who's the top streamer in the world? Like those type of stuff, right?
Listen, Warren, don't start, dog.
But see, that's the part that irked me though. Like I totally understand you don't have all the, the lingo, the knowledge in it. Just stop trying to jump on this hot topic though. Like that's basically what what you did.
So he didn't care about the stats because he said it straight right. It's the second time hearing your name in this capacity. I'm gonna clone you. He said that, and it's not good to know that. That's how they look at you because they look at you without any reputation.
I'm just sorry. Some of this they're twisting his words though. Like he didn't come in and say Ant don't deserve. Who this dude? Ant spell his name for me. What's his stats? He didn't do that. So that's my issue. People in track and field, because we're not the most popular sport. Anytime somebody say something, like, why are you talking? It's like, because I got the right to. He said, all I'm saying is if we go bar for bar, stat for stat, why can't I have a conversation? And my thing is conversation could end with, Noah, the reasons are, but don't make it seem like I'm crazy, like a Maurice Green, like a Marion Jones, like a Michael Johnson, have not had them and it hasn't worked in the past. That's all I'm saying.
Right. It is worth a conversation. Respect. It is worth a conversation if we're looking at what he actually has done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards is watching the playoffs like us, dog. It's not taken away from what he has done. He hasn't won a championship yet. Yeah, he's won an Olympic gold medal, but it was with the team. And he played well, but he was still one of the pieces.
He wasn't the guy.
He wasn't the guy.
Yeah.
So if we're going off of what you've done, Noah has a very, very strong point to have a conversation.
Yeah, but the sport's not meritocratic, is it? You're not going to get rewards based upon your efforts. One thing I can say that Cam, I guess his point was valid, is your influence on the culture. To influence people buying a sneaker or a train or a spike. I can see him getting a spike.
But okay, I don't think a track athlete needs to have a spike, dog. Like you can have a running shoe. Cam's. This is one thing he did say. He said he was like, "When do we see you in a shoe?" I think Gilbert Arenas said that. When do we see you in your shoes for like 10 seconds? But in reality, the workouts and warm-ups, you're in your running shoe, yo.
That's true.
So you got time in it.
Puma tried it with Bolt, and they gave him a spike. But guess what? How are you going to tell an ex-Puma fast athlete to wear the Usain Bolt spikes? It didn't transition well. Because at the end of the day...
I was in high school at that time, and I feel like that's when all the high schools were sponsored by Puma, and everyone had them.
That's what I was going to say.
It's more so for the younger crowd. And I know athletes who are younger than me, just coming into the sport, let's say late teens, early 20s, who get that first pro deal. They still look up to Bolt, and I don't think they have a problem wearing his shoe. It's if you competed against him, or you're more senior pro, then it's different.
But remember, they think about pop culture. They think about influence to the culture.
Okay, but dog, look at how this is flooded.
So it could be a thing.
He obviously has value in that respect, dog.
Yeah.
Who are they going to talk about like this? As far as even in both situations, it flooded the internet when he said this shit about the NBA. It flooded the internet when he said this shit about Ant again in this Cam Newton interview. So obviously there's some influence there. Yeah, dog. And if I'm being honest, I'd rock his shoes, dog.
Cap.
For the culture. I'd rock them, dog.
You're an advocate.
You can't call it the Noah Lyleses, but I'd rock some Nojos, dog.
Somewhat.
The Nojo ones, I'd rock those for the culture, dog. And I think a lot of people would. And look he obviously can create clicks.
Yeah.
He can create headlines. Yeah. He has that, dog.
Nah, you're right.
Bigger issue is that you're going against the brass. You're saying stuff that them boys upstairs don't like. I'm not talking about Adidas running. I'm talking about Adidas itself. Like the bigger head who say, yo, Adidas running, get your boy in check. And you're going up against one of their big superstars. You don't do that. You may have the biggest show on TV. It's like Friends and the Martin Show. Like you're going up against the bigger heads. Don't do that. You hear what Cameron said? You might F around and get kicked out the whip.
Does he have a commercial agency behind him? Like I'm talking like a powerhouse, like a CAA.
I don't think so.
IMG.
Right.
But an Olympic champion, especially coming from the States, deserves a major one, right?
Right.
Needs to have a juggernaut behind them. It's just like the music industry. They need a machine behind them, right? He needs a machine behind him because he brings a lot to the table. He gets people talking about the sport on a massive level, right? So he's doing a lot carrying the flag by himself without much assistance. But when you need a bit of fuel to the fire to kind of bring you over that edge, are they doing all they can do to maximize that? Do you know what I mean? Because when we sign a contract, it's Nike running or it's Adidas running. Like, I definitely feel he warrants a bit more, as you said, a bit more impetus from the powers that be.
Every single one of these sports, Nike, Adidas, Puma, they all treat track and field like their little community project where you get enough to do this, but calm down. And I don't think the people...
but Sha'Carri gets pushed to the front.
Nike understands. I'm not saying Adidas that doesn't understand, but I know if Noah was with Nike, it would be a different conversation now.
I'm thinking of it from a commercial standpoint. They really have a gold mine in Noah Lyles, right?
Yeah.
Give him his dues, man. Like he's doing all this press run by himself.
Even with a machine, you still need the shoe company who are still mind blown the amount of control they have to be somewhat in correspondent with you. For example, Clarks reached out to me at one point in my career to do not a whole endorsement, but just a campaign. It took them so long to answer. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even have shoes like Clarks. I'm from Jamaica. Clarks is from England. They're big in the culture. At least let me embrace that. It will be big for my brand. And at the end of the day, it took them so long to do that. But what I'm saying is that if they don't care to put at least in other spectrum of the sport, I'm telling you, they look at it like a community project.
Hey, you know what they said too? They said, let both of them off the plane to China and see what happens. They'd be in for a huge surprise, Bridget.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because people would flood Noah, yo.
I don't think like Cameron understand that when somebody in our sport is popular, they're really fucking popular because we're doing it without the everyday broadcast. We're doing it without the string of it. You guys have the NBA behind you guys, backing you guys.
So you got the outlet that's gonna push you, dog. That's why Anthony Edwards is gonna be huge. Yeah, it's because the product of the NBA, not the actual what they're doing, dog.
It goes back to why I support the Grand Slam more, because what Grand Slam is doing on the PR side and the media side is way better than anybody did in track or whoever track has been around. That's why I mess up. I can cuss for this once.
What are you talking about? You've been cussing out on sprint culture, dog. What are you talking about, yo? Man, asked 31 episodes in, yo.
That's why I with Grand Slam, because what Grand Slam did is making us be more in their face, more. Bro, I have a clip to show you guys. I'm going to CVS, and guess what I see on the fucking bus in Philly? A Grand Slam on billboard with the athletes. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
That's cool. You go to the Diamond League, bro, and people be asking you, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm running. Where? In the hotel? Messi would have not been as big in the US if he did not come and play MLS. I'm at Hard Rock eating, and they have a Messi burger. I bought it, but it was chicken burger. I was going to buy it regardless. You can't. I said to you guys, it's track and field is hard to promote when you do it by yourself. When you do have the league behind you, be pushing it, like it's hard. Like,
okay,
bro,
that's a good segue. I mean, we've been defending Noah a lot, right? But another big thing with him shitting on Grand Slam and saying he can't compete in it, a lot of things these guys are saying, whether it's Gil or whether it's Cam, is that, yo, we just don't see you race, yo. We don't. If there was a league where you were racing and blah blah blah, they said that plain and simple, yo. And there is a league, and if he was in it, dog,
that would be a bigger interview. If he was running the Grand Slam while doing Camp Newton show, they would have disrespect and say, oh, I also run at the Olympics, which is what.
But he's also still doing other things. How he walked in the runway, and I get it, runway is not track. But I'm saying he's stepping into other spaces. I'm just saying he did another photo shoot. You know what I mean? With his fiance, all that stuff. But I'm saying again, if no. But listen, if he was promoted in the way that he should, it would be like, oh my God. So many times in track though, we like, you ain't running for your 12 seconds or your 13 seconds. That's all we know. If you can, I can't do nothing else. Y'all keep telling me like, y'all telling me to do other stuff. I do other stuff. And then all of a sudden you're like, but we ain't see you on the track though. It's like, nigga, I'm doing other stuff.
No, but.
And is it part of his responsibility as the face of the sport to ensure that he's involved in that?
He has to be at the forefront of the competition.
Because he's the face of the sport.
He has to, yo.
What happens is that I think like people outside of track don't understand the dynamics of track, is because when you go on a media run for other sports, you're still within your league season. But to explain to non-track people how the season go, it's kind of hard to explain to them. I always explain to people when I'm explaining track or the Grand Slam, I explain to them like a Wimbledon, if you saw it pronounced, I'm Jamaican, or
Wimbledon, everybody.
See, you get it, right? Or Formula One. So I can't explain to somebody using basketball terms for track because they're like, yeah, but basketball season's going on now. So I explain to them like a Formula One. I explain to them into terms they understand. So, but for Noah, as an outsider looking out or looking in, all they see is Olympics.
Yes. But look, let me say this part. So speaking from experience, it is very hard to juggle being Olympic champion and then all the PR stuff, because after I won the Olympics, literally, when I say I got calls from all over, first of all, I hate that our season is the way it is. You win Olympics and then you got to go prove yourself for like 5 more meets. And yes, I was making money. Okay. But you out here feeling like the title is on the line every time. Some people disappear from social media and disappear from life. So I get that part because it does suck. But he's still doing stuff to say, I'm relevant as a mug. All I had ever really heard was Nike will sign you, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, they cutting you immediately. So that's all I knew. I still didn't have a contract yet. So I literally won Olympics. I won in my teammate, Michelle Perry. She had one pair of shoes that did not have her name on them. And that's what I won the Olympics in. So I'm out here 4 jobs. I was working 4 jobs, one in her shoes. Okay. So you talking about going this PR stuff. I'm like, I need to make some money. So not knowing anything and also feeling like, well, what if next year don't go the same? I need to try to make all the money I can. No one was there to educate me and say, yo, like, you learning how it goes, you'll be okay. And even if they reduce you a little bit, it's not the end all. So I made that decision saying, all I know is track and that's how I'm going to make my money. I'm not realizing you can be bigger going and doing some PR stuff. And then next year you just come out, bang, 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 shoot them up. You'll be good. I would have been back on the plane, back in the States, hopping around like Gabby was. Gabby was everywhere this year after Olympics.
Still
like,
is.
I literally, exactly. So that's something, yes, I would have done
Gabby
that 100%.
competes a lot, yo. I got to give that to her.
I don't know. She balances.
Gabby competes a lot during the season.
Exactly,
but you can't critique.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
The Olympics.
But that benefited the Olympics. The Olympics is fine, dog. The Olympics is
sport on a
fine.
whole.
I'm talking about the sport. Like you have something now that has the potential of growing.
A league.
Yeah, there's a league, right? And you could be at the forefront of that in the position you're in. He didn't say any other reason for him not doing it other than it's not going to raise his profile. He knows that he could bring something to it, and that's why he's asking for so much money. It wasn't enough money.
Okay.
And he said that's why he's not doing it.
Fair enough.
In that seat, you have a responsibility to help push something like this, dog. You have a responsibility. That's all I'm saying. And the fact that they're saying we are not seeing you, we don't know you, if there was a league, why isn't there a league? Why don't you jump in the league and compete? There is one.
It's like Bron going to the Olympics. He doesn't have to go, but he goes because it's the Olympics and to help the USA brand.
Yeah, it's just backwards, yo. The Olympics is secondary for them, and the league is supposed to be what's important. And if you want to carry a sport throughout the year, if you say to me, look, this is what matters, right? You say the Olympics is what matters, World Championships is what matters. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to watch. I ain't going to watch nothing else. I don't care where you are as outside. You said this is all that matters. So if we want something else to matter, then make it matter, dog.
But if the money wasn't there, the money's not there, man. He's garnered a certain price.
Look,
he ran at Florida relays.
And then he said, hold on.
For free.
He said the money. So he said they didn't have the money. And then he said, so I went back, thought about it and said, okay, so maybe the marketing side of it. He was like, but they didn't want to budge on what he wanted to do with the marketing side. Low key, I'm with you that he should have ran. I'm really trying to understand for an athlete, if I feel like this is my worth, why everybody else always trying to tell me when the sport has shown me it don't love me and it will dismiss me as soon as I don't this.
In the past,
that's
it has.
What I'm saying.
But there's never been a league set up like this.
It might happen next year.
The majority, no, but it doesn't matter next year because you're jumping on the train after it's already rolling. Yo, I don't respect that.
It's just like
in the early stages, when everyone's going through the fight to try and push this shit forward, you should be a part of that, yo. You should be a part of that, and you do pull crowds.
It's like a CBA, basically, like a lockout, and
and then you want to be like, well, I'm gonna wait till y'all get the shit together, and then I'm gonna jump in. I don't respect that. If he was smart, if you really want to make a big statement, he'd show, look, I can make this shit pop. I can make this shit blow up.
It might happen.
Y'all want to talk shit about me?
It might happen.
Cam, Gil, y'all want to talk shit about me? Watch what I do with this crowd, yo. We know the sport needs stars.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine eating a bowl of Lucky Charms with no marshmallows.
Why
Pause.
Why for that?
Pause. Yeah. He's a marshmallow.
Whose man's is this?
He needs to be in the cereal.
Give me another analogy,
let me say this.
It's the first thing that came to my mind.
All right, so peep game now. Who would you say the face of the sport is right now? Would you say it's Noah, Sha'Carri, Gabby, Sydney? Would you say they're the head honchos? That's Mount Rushmore, the current Mount Rushmore? As far as sprints are concerned.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Out of the 4, we have 2 currently in Grand Slam, right? And you're saying you want all 4 there, basically.
I think it would be optimal if all 4 were.
We should have at least the male advocate as well, right? Basically, because we already got Sydney and Gabby.
That's what's missing, because when you see the promo for Grand Slam, it's mainly the females on it.
I've never seen Sydney run this much though. It's very interesting. And what I like about Sydney, credit to her, she's having fun with it.
Right.
She dipped down in 100. Do you know what I'm saying? In the short hurdles. So there's ways to not expose yourself. So would you take Noah competing in the 2-4?
Yeah.
You would?
Okay. I would think it was a cop-out. But I would.
No,
I don't think it's a cop out because nothing matters until trials.
He spoke
If
about
Noah
so many
did the
times
2-4 and did run
running
against the best 200-meter runners in the world as a world champion and a U.S. record holder, and went and ran with the 400-meter runners, dog, that's a cop out.
Can I ask a question?
That's not a cop out.
But he's there, though, no?
Can I ask you a question?
I would take it, but that's a cop out, dog.
Do you think so? Hold on, question. So when Gabby went and run 2-4, you thought that was a cop out?
Thank you. Come on, miss me.
No, because Gabby should be doing the 2 and the 4. Gabby has done 2. There's been 3 slams. Gabby has done 2 of them with the short sprints, and she's shown that she doesn't belong in the short sprints. Really, she should be a 2-4 person. She's not gonna run 10-6 in the 100, dog. She belongs in the 2 and the 4. So really,
her 4 is better than her 1.
If Gabby competed in the 2 and the 4, she could compete with anybody. She's faster than them. She has more range than them, and she's not even trying. She's up there with them, dog.
Listen, the fact that you're really trying to say she don't belong in this 2-1 is outrageous. When she has shown she gets down in the 100 right
What's
now.
Gabby showing us in the 100? She's an Olympic gold medalist in the 200, and she's U.S. champion multiple times. In the 100, she doesn't have that type of hardware. And if you look at her race pattern, she's not going to be able to get in the race quick enough to be a factor.
Her PB is 10.95 that she ran in Miami.
That she just ran? She's not going to podium in the 100.
No.
You guys know she's not going to podium in the 100.
No.
Could she podium in the 400? 100% she could podium in the 400. She has natural tools.
Yes, but I'm telling you, even for sprinters, I train with Alice and Felix, and they very much mimic each other in stuff.
Both relays. Yeah, but neither of them would ever medal in the 100.
Allison, but she made it to the
Allison cannot medal in the 100, dog. Come on. She's not medaling in the 100.
She made it to the finals in the 100. I'm saying you saying as if they trash in the 100.
No,
that's what you said.
I'm saying that she could be a world record holder in the 400.
World record?
Yes.
Hey, thank you. I'm glad you look back like that.
She has more speed than anybody else. Mm-hmm. She has the body frame for it. She is not built to get into the race fast enough to be a contender in the 100. She has plenty of room to let her legs open freely in that 400.
So what you're saying is she's closer to the 400 world record
than the 100.
Than 100. I get what you're saying.
Without even trying.
No, to not try.
See, that's the thing. Thank you.
Without even preparing.
As a 200 specialist, your program is lead more to the 2-4 than the 1-2. You do 1-2, but you lean more to the 2-4. And I told
so that's why she should go. So you're agreeing with me then? She should lean more towards the 4. Then.
No.
You're saying you're on the 400 without nothing, and I'm saying it's not nothing. It's not like you're saying. It's not like you're saying she doesn't do something.
I get what you're saying.
Come on, that's not my main point right now. I'm saying she should be in the 4. Don't pick out something.
I think the 400 hurts too much to really want to do it on the circuit.
It's a tough decision to make. I'm just saying she has the tools.
What's her PR on the 400?
What's her PR to the 400, Warren?
14.
So this is what I'm saying of. It's still such a. And what's the world record in the 400?
The 47. So
that's what I'm saying. Please stop with this. She could easily get. You said she could get the 400 world record. That's 49. No.
Speed.
Potential, and you said it like she should definitely lead 100 because she about to go get. She could get this world record in the 400.
I'm saying she is not going to have the success in the 100 that she could have in the 400.
She's not trying to.
What's she trying to do? Just run the 200 alone?
Yes.
I'll say this though. Over time, she may make that adjustment how Allison did. I'm not saying that she is. I have not talked to Tanja Buford, but and they will make that switch to a 2-4, and then all of a sudden you do. I'm just saying that's what they do.
Okay. This is all I'm going to say. This is a message to Gabby. You could have that world record in that 400 if you want it.
If Hansa coach you.
It'll take.
But people say that about Noah. People say, Noah, focus on your 2 so good, you can be great in the 4.
Who the hell said that, dog?
No one said that?
No. Y'all said that? I ain't even talked to no one who's even said that.
Yo, take a water break. Take a water break.
My bad.
We talking sprint culture.
Like,
I think that's what makes us a great tools to be a runner.
She's had plenty of years to show those tools. She's had plenty of seasons.